Sad Valley. Ugh. And then the graphic, we are. Because Maryland's looked good these last couple of weeks, but the social team looked just as good on Twitter. Don't read the replies.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Kenny Bell. I'm here with Joshua Perry. This is the Replies. Jumping right into it, JP. I love the passion. Coach Allen taking his boy out after Indiana seals it. I love how much they love winning, but Coach, can I get some form or at least a heads up that you're coming in this hot? My goodness, JP.
Like you said, it's a passion, man. It's just totally unexpected with him. Now, we're watching the post-game presser, and he had a gash on his face, man. It was bloody and red.
I bet.
He said, yeah. And then his explanation was like, well, yeah, I went in there and kind of collided with his helmet. Well, yeah. That's what happens, Coach.
Yeah. Man.
I love it, though.
It was the baby steps before, the baby step gathers that you're like, oh, man, this is not going to turn out good.
It was the doing the most gathers is what it was, but I'm definitely here for it. Those guys, they love their coach, and I love watching them. I love watching the passion that he coaches with. It's so awesome.
Absolutely.
Kenny, this is a little bit of a carryover from last year for me. So we're sitting in the green room one day, and I'm talking with some of the guys, and I'm like, why do they call Whop Philyor Whop? I'm like, I know that's not his government name. So we went on Indiana's roster and looked it up, and it turns out his government name is like 20 times better than that. His name is Mr. Elias D'Angelo Philyor. Call me Mister. And he goes by Whop, which is a great nickname too. This man's got it all. He's a baller. He's got a great nickname, and his government name is fantastic too.
Yeah, put some respect on it, Mister. That is fantastic. Not only that, the fact that his nickname is Whop because he loves BK is just incredible. So I'm liking this Indiana team more and more every week, and dudes like this are exactly why.
Yeah, no, I heard through the grapevine too that he's like the best smack talker in the Big Ten Conference. So I can't wait to hear a little bit of that one day.
Yep. All right, heading out to the Ohio State Rutgers game. This one was pretty crazy with the trick plays, JP. Steel Chambers taking this fake punt for a good, I'd say 40 yards dang near. And then Rutgers answers later with one of my favorite plays in football, and that's a big man touchdown, the throwback, which is by far belongs on the Rushmore of football plays without a doubt.
No, definitely. Steel Chambers, by the way, one of the other all-name team guys out of the Big Ten. Fantastic name. But you got to run the fake punt when the look shows up. Why are you running a fake punt against Rutgers? Why wouldn't you save it? Well, you can't save it because you don't always get the look. So good on Ohio State. But Rutgers, they were digging deep into the well to get some of these plays. And like you said, man, you get the big guy touchdown. They go with that unbalanced tackle is uncovered on the backside. As a defender, you just don't kind of know. And then here he is, man, celebrating with his teammates.
Yep.
Good for him. And I love the ingenuity. Greg Schiano called a hell of a game. All right, I think Maryland's really taking the top slot with the best socials team in the Big Ten. After they beat Minnesota, they were on one boat road. They go ahead and beat Penn State. Sad Valley. Ugh. And then the graphic, we are. Ugh. They've been killing it, man, and deservedly, because Maryland's looked good these last couple of weeks, but the social team looked just as good on Twitter. Don't read the replies.
Yeah, man. I think you make a good point. The big shout out to their social media team. They're doing fantastic with the graphics. They're spot on. They're doing a great job. But you got to tip your cap to Maryland, right? The Terps have to go out there and win and perform so they can post stuff like this on the internet, So big shout out to Maryland and job well done. Speaking of the Maryland and Penn State game, Lisa Byington made a phenomenal call on this one, noticing that every time Rakim Jarrett goes in motion, the man seems to get 6. And one, great call by Lisa, and two, man, those coordinators over there need to get this man in motion more often and get him in space because he obviously can make plays.
Listen, I don't know who's going to guard him because he catches that ball and he gets out. Young dude too, and that's the crazy part about it. Like, Maryland has recruited so well these last couple of cycles, but they've got guys, and it's not just him. I mean, they've got a couple other receivers on that offense, but you get Jarrett in some space, you get him on the move, confuse the defense just a little bit, and that man could be gone for 6. Kenny, have you ever seen a team punt on 4th and goal?
Yeah, see, you, JP, I like that. You'll laugh and smile about this because you were a defender. Like,
Sure.
stuff like this is comical to you. To me, to see a punt, especially because, I love Coach Smith and that Illini staff, to see a punt on 4th and goal, and he's punting from his own 40, that just, I guess it's funny. You can laugh so you won't cry, I guess is the best way to put that.
Well, there's a couple ways to frame it. Is something went really, really well for the defense or something went horribly wrong for the offense? But from my vantage point, as a former defender, I am absolutely here for it.
And to wrap it up, I know the Husker fans are tired of me talking about Iowa, but we do have to tip their caps to them this week. A punt return and a pick six in just, less than half a minute is pretty incredible football, honestly. I was confused, JP, because I was convinced that Sparty was going to come out with some fire, and this one got away quick.
Yeah, and as poorly as Iowa had played in their first couple of contests, they came out and looked like a completely different team. It was really good to see, but anytime you can score on special teams, that's a fantastic game. When you can score on defense, it's a fantastic game. If you can do both in the same game, it's awesome. If you can do both in less than half a minute, they earned that one for sure.
Yeah, you're probably going to win that one. I never bought into the huge statistics of football. I think you should roll your hat out there and play every down.
Sure.
But if you're doing stuff like that in less than half a minute, odds are you're probably winning that football game.
You need to call some of our analytics guys and see what they say.